Something in the back of my little head is telling me Bijan is more than a friend to Nina's husband. But y'all go ahead on and check that out. Cue the music. Oh yes, bitches and hoes. I'm back.
I drop a player like it's nothing, it ain't working out. Now no debate or fuck discussion, bitch, I'm walking out. My time is money, I ain't loving, let you toss it out. Flip my weave and walk it out, look how I just bossed it out. Now come on baby, why you bugging, we can't talk it out. I keeps it moving, I ain't tripping, lost another spouse. I'm just a boss, it's in my blood, no I won't scream or shout. Grabbing my keys.
Cause oh yes, bitches and hoes, I'm back. Back with another video. We here to discuss Real Housewives of Dubai, Season 1, Episode, I don't know. It's going to be down there in the doggone thing. We'll figure it out. But let's get into it. The episode opens up. Caroline Stansbury shows up to her site where she's building her new house. And she was showing her sugar baby where his office was going to be and where all his stuff was going to be. And he's going to have this and he's going to have that. And it's just like, oh my God. And he's just acting like he's so excited. But he really is only excited for the house, not for her. You can tell it's all performative and fake. The builder comes over and shows her a doggone layout of the place and was telling everybody where their rooms was going to be. And said this one is for the baby room. So now this brings up a whole doggone conversation between them two because he says he needs an heir. He needs to his generation to keep going. And Caroline is 45, right? So Caroline was like, look, I don't even know if I want to have a baby at this moment. Like, I'm 45 years old. We could look into a surrogate. And then he's so young, dumb, and full of cum, said what I said, that he didn't understand that a surrogate meant that it would still be their kid just carried by another woman. He was like, well, I need my baby to look like me. And she was just like, this is where his, youth comes into play. Girl, how you sleep with that man? She said he thinks a baby just come out of the person. Two people have sex and a baby come out and that's it. Oh, that's what you marrying. Let's move on. We move to the next scene. Caroline meets up with her realtor, Caroline Brooks. She's looking for a new place for her spa. So Caroline wants to expand to having a spa, but this is a spa that's going to be for women of all colors and you can get everything done. Because she said a lot of times she got to go to 3-4 different places to get what she needs done at the spa. But she wants to make it one centralized location and she wants to be the first black woman in Dubai to do it. Go ahead on, Brooks. I'm about to call you Stansbury. But anyway, so after she said she'll have the glam spot of Dubai, she said she wants hers to be all-inclusive too. So we already said that. They're looking at floor plans, but one that she loves, the building that she loves, they said it'll take at least 6 months for it to be ready for her to even try to buy it, I guess. So she's like, oh my God, that's too long. I can't take that long. So then he goes, well, I have another space for you. We can go look at it. So she goes look at this other space. It just so happened Nina used to live in a tower that lives like right there or whatever. And she loves this space. The location is great. Everything is perfect about this space. She's like, let's sign the papers. I got to do what I got to do. She said the budget was $2 million, but she done went all the way over there. I'm like, girl, look, loan me $1,000, girl. I'm broke. But anyway, she said the producer asked her, the producer asked her in the confessional, so what will happen if it fails? She was like, fail? It won't fail. And see, that's the mindset I got to get on. I need a plan A with no plan B plans. You know what I'm saying? I mean, sometimes plans B is necessary, but I'm talking about in this circumstance. I want to be able to say, I'm going to put my mind to it and it's going to work, period. I admire that about her. But she said she's self-made and it's going to work. Let's move on. We move to the next scene. Nina go check on her husband, or is it Bijan's husband? But she goes check on her husband down there at the job because she said he's always a workaholic. Now we meet Bijan. Bijan is her husband's so-called work husband. And in my mind, I'm like, girl, are y'all even married or is he really married to Bijan? Like somebody out there make it make sense. But Bijan, she said, is having a party and he's very high maintenance. He got to have top tier, this, that, and the third. His events be in the millions of the dollars. And he's having a party and she want to invite the girls to the party. And I was just like, okay. But she was like, I hope the girls don't really act crazy because it's not my event. This is his. Cool. Her and her husband go walk away and they're talking about her 11th anniversary gift. She needs to pick out a car between, I believe he said, a Rolls Royce, a Maybach, a Bentley. All the cars that I can never ever afford at the moment. And basically he wants her to pick it out. Girl, hurry up, pick your car so I can have the people order it and it could be here. This is what she's saying. is what he's saying. I'm sorry. But she was just like, I'm not really sure what I want. I got to figure out what it is, what I want. So then they start to talk about the customizing of the car. So he wants to get a license plate that has 1 digit, right? So apparently the less amount of digits on your plate, the more expensive it is in Dubai. So for instance, she said they got plates going for in the millions of dollars because it's like 2 to 1 digit. And I'm just like, girl, what? Just don't put no plate. How much it costs for it to be blank at that point? Like, what? But she hollered she can't justify spending that much money on a license plate. Girl, you live in Dubai and you are rich. Stop the cap. Let's move on. We move to the next scene. Lisa down there at the house with her churn with the boys. And she said she'd be feeling guilty without her kids. So she had to create a little workspace, so where she could work and they could get on her nerves. Because that's what they was doing, child. Please, their workspace would have been downstairs on the other side of the house. Wouldn't have been where I'm working at. But anyway, her children asked where their dad was. And she was like, he'll be here. And then he happens to walk in. No, I'm lying. Before that. The kids were like, Dad's not coming home. And she goes, why do you say that? She was like, the kids were like, because he makes a lot of money. And she was like, well, I make money. I make a lot of money. And the kids were like, yeah, but no, Daddy makes most of the money. Like, that's where all the money comes from. And she lets us know in her confessional, baby, my business make 8 figures. Ooh. When she called that girl on the phone and they said 8 figures, girl, I said, Lord have mercy. But anyway, her husband comes through the door and she lets us know she made her husband the CFO because he's very successful at companies. He's very successful at all of the things he's done, all of his past ventures, and plus she wants him involved. Plus he's the bag. He would be a CFO too, child. What is you saying? Get all up in there. But she said he's the #1 financer in AEO. So then they start talking about the fashion show, and he was saying how he really enjoyed it and how it was so successful. Everybody was talking about it. And she mentions that, listen, the traffic for this fashion show, like people ordering like crazy, like it's insane. Like, I'm glad I had it because now I'm getting a lot of people who are ordering. But the gag is they're ordering post-maternity clothes, not maternity clothes. And then, she goes into how her husband really didn't believe in the whole maternity line or whatever. But now that she's expanded it to post, and then maternity as well, the girls are gagging. The girls are loving it. And so he's like, yeah, that's cool. She wants to talk to him about some more business stuff, and he's on the phone. But he's like, look, girl, I got to work. And he was like, but I'm listening. And so she gets a little upset and was like, you know what? Don't worry about it. Just go ahead and take your phone call. He was like, look, baby, I got to work. I know your business make 8 figures, but I got 8 businesses that make 8 figures, girl. The money don't stop. What is you saying? So she felt some type of way about that, and he was like, let me give you all my attention. What's up? And then the phone rang again. She was like, don't even worry about it. Don't even worry about it. I don't want to talk no more. But she walks away and basically says she wants him to put me in the role first. And it's like, girl, you doing the most. He is not gonna put me in the role first. That's your baby, not his. But she'll send him the number so he can sign off the deal. But he said he's just there to keep her on the budget because the heifer goes over the budget. Well, you need to be around there by Caroline Brooks. We move to the next scene. Iman and her husband are taking a walk, and the prayer thing comes on the loudspeaker. So if a lot of people you don't know, in Dubai, in Qatar, and all those places, they have certain times a day for prayer. And what happens is typically what the people do is they stop and they pray. Everybody pray at the same time when this prayer stops. But apparently Nina and her husband kept walking, girl. So they walking, and she feels like her son is stressing, and she don't want him to go to college without her. She trying to go down there and be in the dorms with him. And the husband said, girl, have several seats. You ain't going nowhere with that little boy. So anyway, she goes to talk about how she was so lucky to have met her husband. What's his name? Rob? Is that his name? He's from Connecticut or something crazy. He a white boy, you know what I'm saying? But she said that her family had arranged her marriage to her cousin. Because, they don't believe in putting that blood out there outside the family. You know what I'm saying? But her cousin had already gave her mom and them gold to marry her. But girl went off like a runaway bride and found her a white man down there in the Connecticut streets. As you should. Girl, look, I'm not marrying my cousin. Is you crazy? I don't care what the customs is. But she said her mom and them was pissed. Like, they did not like that. And it was a week before the wedding, so they really was mad. Like, she said her mama just was through the roof. But her mama felt like she embarrassed her, and you're only supposed to marry within your culture. Well, girl, look, I will marry within the culture, but not within the family. That's different. She started talking about the first time they met, and she said when she met him, he reminded her of Jean-Claude Van Damme. Now, they did a flashback. He was fine. He was cute. He was a cute white boy. You know how the white boys be cute. He was cute. But Van Damme, sorry. But they start talking about him kissing on the first date, or her wanting to kiss on the first date. And she asked why he didn't kiss her on the first date. And then she also lets us know that he paid a dowry to her family. So he paid. It wasn't gold. I think she said it was $1,000. Yeah, he gave the people $1,000 and said, now give me your daughter. I'm taking her with me. So, but she said now her mama love her husband, and she's so glad that she's cool with him. I mean, her mom is cool with her husband. Also, she's still cool with her cousin. Girl, that's weird. Y'all was about to be having sex and whatnot. Whatever. Anyway, she got an invite from Nina to a birthday party, and she said she needs to find a look. You know, one thing about Iman, she gonna come with a look. Got to know that. We move to the next scene. Caroline Brooks is over there talking to her son because the churn is on the bus being mean to him. Now look, she wants her son to be grounded. She said her son is in a public school, but public school in Dubai is like private school in America. So don't get it twisted, is what she was trying to say. But them churn is up there bullying her child. And see, this where the black woman supposed to come out of you, because I know you done got your little accent and all that because you're down there with the Dubai people. But you supposed to go wait for that bus to pull up and get on the bus and threaten all them churn. That's what you're supposed to do. You feel me? While you try to have your son create character and whatnot. Character him to tell him they churn messing with you, bop him upside the head. What? What's up? I'm on the bus looking for their mama. What's up? Like, what is y'all saying? Girl, please. But anyway, she feels like it's not right that the kids are mean. Girl, kids been bullying since the beginning of time. I'm not saying it's right, but come on now. You got to do something about it. But she let him do the bus thing because she wanted him to have some sense of normalcy. Okay. We move to the next scenes. Caroline Stansbury meets up with Sarah. Sarah asked her if she was preparing for the wedding. Like, girl, where was your antennas? Girl, Stansbury wasn't preparing for no goddamn wedding. She was in there letting the dogs pee on the bed, girl. But, they start talking about basically the fact that Stansbury don't drink. And she said she had a drink in Thailand once, one drink, she said, and it had, the girl was tripping. She was out of top. She didn't know what the hell was going on. She said she had to turn around and doggone try to figure out where the hell she was at. So she started talking about her wedding. She said they having a traditional wedding. And you know, how when you a 45-year-old woman marrying a 21-year-old boy, I ain't even going there. But she's marrying a Catholic man. And she said, girl, if he could wear a dress, he would. We believe it. Caroline Stansbury. Honestly, I think if both of y'all could wear dresses, he would definitely, absolutely. And I feel like his dress would be cuter than yours, because I feel like he'll have more style. That's just me. But she said that she feels away because she's got the baggage, because she got the 3 kids. And she said, and she was asking Sarah how she deals with her one. And Sarah was like, girl, look, baggage. It is baggage with 1, it's baggage with 3. Because, girl, I got 1 and the people be saying it's baggage. And I'm like, girl, ooh, the Dubai men are real sedity and high up, girl. But she said, looking at Caroline Stansbury gives her hope. Sarah, don't look at Stansbury. Because if you want to be taking care of a young boy and funding his life when he probably allegedly really wants to be with another young boy, then you go ahead and you envy Stansbury. But other than that, leave that alone, fat. You don't want that. Leave that alone. But anyway, Stansbury said she freezing her baby eggs. Her eggs for whenever her little Fabio, whatever his name is, Sergio, wants to go ahead on and get pregnant. So we move to the next scene. It's the night of Bijan party, girl. Bijan, the event to be at Bijan's party. It ain't a birthday. Is it a birthday party? Yeah, it's a birthday party. Bijan's birthday party, girl. So, girl, they got a floating piano. They got performers. They said a party costs at the highest of the 6 figures. I'm like, Bijan, your man bought all that for you? He want an American woman to sponsor? Tell him, call me. Okay. Nina don't care. She don't care. Nina, tell your husband, call me. Please, I don't even need 6 figures, girl. What is you saying? But we finally realized, we come to find out, Bijan got a wife. I said, ooh. So we got 2 beards? Child, please. But anyway, sorry. His wife came by, and she said she had to sage the place because she didn't want the girls to come in there acting crazy. Well, girl, that sage ain't gonna work. I'm sorry. But they gonna mess up the party because they gonna get into it. Because you know Iman gonna say what she gonna say. as she should. But anyway, Lisa and Iman arrived. Girl, they got flamethrowers and stuff all over. Brooks arrives, and Brooks said, well, girl, I'm the only one. No, not Brooks, it was Nina. Not Nina, Lisa. Lisa was the only one wearing the mask, and Lisa felt some type of way about it, girl. It was a masquerade. Did the girls not get the mask? And girl, the other girls was like, girl, I'm not messing up my lashes, putting on no damn mask. Is you crazy? But anyway, when Stansberry walks in, Iman goes, here comes the bitch. I said, look at Iman. Now you got to stop that. Now let Stansberry have a seat before you start grabbing at her. Okay? And then you can then you can have at it, if it makes sense. But anyway, Stansberry tells Lisa that her fashion show was amazing and she heard about it. Well, then Lisa was like, well, girl, where was your antennas? Like, you heard about it. You telling me it was amazing, but you wasn't there. Like, what? Like, what are you saying? And so Stansberry was like, yeah, you know, I couldn't make it or whatever. I was doing all this wedding planning and all that stuff, and I wasn't, you know, able to make it. Girl, Iman is over there rolling her eyes like, girl, this heifer be lying through her teeth. Iman starts to jump in and was just like basically calling her on her crap. And Stansberry was like, look, girl, y'all have each other backs blindly. And I knew if I would have came there, even though I had no problem with you, Lisa, I know Iman would have had something to say. So I decided to just stay back. I'm trying to make better decisions. Stansberry getting her confessional and say she shot at Iman because her and Iman was actually really good friends in the past. I'm like, well, why is y'all beefing like this, girl? But Lisa go over there by Iman. Because no, Lisa gets up and leaves. Because Lisa was like, you know what, I'm done. After Lisa leaves and Iman leaves, apparently Caroline Stansberry's husband was over there frolicking and politicking with Lisa and Iman. Because you know what, he knows where the good girls and the cool girls are. That's if you ask me. But Caroline Stansberry ain't like that. She was over there, look at him. He done became one of them. Girl, you already know what the hell going on. That boy is about fashion today. You are tomorrow. You are, no, not tomorrow. You are yesterday. Last year. 45 years ago, girl. He want to be with the girls. The girls. He only be around you because he's trying to marry you and get your money. What is you saying? Like, what? But she feeling some type of way because her husband is over there politicking with the girls, as he should. But he finally comes back over there. No, I'm not. She was looking over there hollering about Stansberry. Iman probably over there starting shit. So Stansberry comes over there to get her husband and ask him what the hell is wrong with him. And when she comes over, Lisa was like, oh. When she comes over, Lisa asked Stansberry, you know, about the rumor that Brooks made up saying that basically, you know, she didn't want Iman to be at her party and all that stuff. They kind of go back and forth. But, you know, at the end of the day, Stansberry said Lisa is a pot stirrer. She was just like, girl, I didn't say that. I already told y'all that. What's the big deal? So Sarah is over there looking and was like, Lord, my party or my husband's party is about to be a disaster. Girl, it already is. What is you saying? But Lisa said basically that her husband, Stansberry's husband, is over there with them. And she came and got her husband as if, you know, it was a thing. But like Lisa said, girl, I will buy your husband's life. What are you saying? I said, ooh, that's big. When you say you could buy somebody's life, that's big. That's real big. But I know you're going to have to use some of your husband money. But I ain't mad at that. What they say, together forever, for better or for worse, richer or for poor, as you should. But anyway, Caroline Stansberry was like, girl, look, husband, wife, stay away from them heifers. We don't trust them. Keep away from them. Iman and Stansberry going to decide to have a conversation about her not inviting her to the doggone party. So I guess they have a kumbaya and come to Jesus and they back okay. They not cool. They just okay. They have some drinks. They cheers. It's going to be all right. Iman say, look, I'm open to move forward, but I got my eyes on her. I'm squinting my eyes. As you should, Iman, because you don't trust Caroline Stansberry. She just don't give me very trusting vibes. Anyway, Caroline said she saw a part of Iman that she enjoys and she want to move forward. And Lisa was just like, girl, look, now Caroline Stansberry is on my hit list because she didn't make it to the doggone event. Girl, look, the event was a success. Who cares if Caroline Stansberry wasn't there, girl? Let Caroline Stansberry go stand in the corner with her white husband. Okay? Anyway, that was the end of the doggone episode. Y'all drop down in the comments and let me know what y'all thought about this week's episode. I'll give it about an 8. I give it about an 8. It was cool. It was cute. It was, you know, it was a thing. Like a, you know. Anyway, don't forget to like, subscribe, hit the notification bell, and I will see you hoes later. Bye.